Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about different forms of energy. So देखो energy के कई forms होते हैं. We'll first go on that side of the board. Solar energy, that the energy that we receive from the radiations of the sun. Heat energy that comes in the zone of infrared rays where you experience warm. Light energy, it's an energy by which we are able to see the surrounding. Chemical energy, that is energy stored inside a chemical or a fuel which can be converted later in the form of heat. Hydro energy, energy possessed by the water by virtue of its motion. Nuclear energy, energy possessed in the nucleus of the radioactive material. Electrical energy, energy possessed in the current. Geothermal energy, energy possessed inside the earth due to the high temperature at the core of the earth. Wind energy, moving wind. Sound energy, energy possessed in the sound. Magnetic energy, energy possessed in by the magnetic field around a magnet or around a current carrying wire. Mechanical energy, this is the energy which is possessed by a body by virtue of its rest or its motion. ठीक है, तो मैकेनिकल एनर्जी हम लोग यहाँ पे थोड़ा एक्सपैंड करेंगे. मैकेनिकल एनर्जी इज बेसिकली ऑफ टू टाइप्स, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी एंड kinetic energy. This is where most of our calculation and the portion run around. Potential energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position, while the kinetic energy is the energy of the body by virtue of its motion. ठीक है, पोजिशन का मतलब मान लेते हैं ये मेरा ग्राउंड है एंड दीज आर स्टेयरकेस. ठीक है, मैं ग्राउंड से लेट्स से x हाइट पे पहुंचा तो यहां पे मेरा पोटेंशियल एनर्जी है P1. मैं यहां पे पहुंचा, दिस इज 2x1. यहां पे मेरा पोटेंशियल एनर्जी सेम नहीं होगा, इट विल बी P2 एंड एट इवन मोर हाइट माय पोटेंशियल एनर्जी विल बी डिफरेंट. तो एक्चुअली में पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इन द केस ऑफ ग्रेविटेशन, देखो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी भी दो टाइप का होता है, ग्रेविटेशनल और इलास्टिक. ग्रेविटेशनल के अंदर हायर द लेवल यू एक्वायर मोर द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. और पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिफाइन ही ऐसा किया गया है कि वर्क डन इन ब्रिंगिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट टू द अदर पॉइंट. मान लेते हैं इसकी हाइट है 1 मीटर, तो इसकी हाइट 2 मीटर, इसकी हाइट 3 मीटर. I have a body of mass m that is 5 kg. ठीक है, तो डू यू रियलाइज मैं धीरे से स्लोली उठा के उसको 1 मीटर तक लेके गया. सो हाउ मच इज द वर्क डन? वर्क डन वॉज द फोर्स अप्लाइड धीरे से उसको लेके जाने के लिए मल्टीप्लाई बाय द डिस्टेंस. व्हाट वाज द फोर्स? मान लेते हैं फोर्स उसका था mg, याद है, इसके काफी केस हम कर चुके हैं, इनटू 1. What is the force? mg 5 into 10 into 1, तो ये हो गया 50 जूल. This is the work done to bring the body of 5 kg mass to the height of 1 meter. Now this work is now stored in that body. Again इसको ऐसे देखो, मान लेते हैं ये पड़ा हुआ है यहाँ पे, ठीक है, ग्राउंड पे. इसको मैंने कुछ वर्क करके यहाँ तक लेके आया. So now this body contains some energy which is not seen because this energy is due to the virtue of its position. देखो जैसे ही छोड़ूंगा वो नीचे जाके कुछ डैमेज करने के कैपेबल है. This capability of doing some work when released from a position, that capability is called as potential energy. ठीक है. Similarly अगर मैं एक रबर बैंड लूं या एक स्प्रिंग ले लूं, ठीक है, स्प्रिंग के आगे मैंने एक ब्लॉक लगा दिया. अब मैंने ब्लॉक को जबरदस्ती प्रेस करके स्प्रिंग को कंप्रेस कर दिया. When the spring is compressed, you might not be able to see that the spring has some energy into it. पर जैसे ही आप छोड़ोगे ब्लॉक भाग के जाएगा. Okay, that means the energy of the block कहाँ से आई? Because spring had some energy stored into it. जैसे ही आपने स्प्रिंग को रिलीज किया, स्प्रिंग ने धक्का दिया ब्लॉक को and block started running away with some velocity. That energy of the moving block is actually given by the spring. Okay, so the potential energy means आपको दिखेगा नहीं, it is by the virtue of the position. ब्लॉक पड़ा है, आपको एनर्जी दिखेगी नहीं, बट छोड़ दो, नीचे जाके देखो डैमेज करेगा। स्प्रिंग है, आपको दिखेगा नहीं, बट छोड़ दो, ब्लॉक विल स्टार्ट मूविंग विद अ velocity. So these energy are stored in them by virtue of the position or configuration. Position or configuration. Config. स्प्रिंग का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के हिसाब से और यहां पे पोजीशन के हिसाब से, ठीक है। इफ यू ऑब्जर्व केयरफुली, मैंने अपने एग्जाम्पल में बताते बताते आपको ये भी बताया दैट व्हेन आई रिलीज द ब्लॉक इट गोज डाउन and requires some velocity. When I release the spring, it pushes the block and the block acquires some velocity. Do you realize in both the cases the stored energy was released in the form of motion? That motion energy is called kinetic energy. Kinetic energy को define किया जाता है work done to stop a moving body. ठीक है, किसी भी मूविंग बॉडी को अगर आपको स्टॉप करना है तो जो वर्क डन आप करोगे दैट वर्क डन विल बी सेड टू बी और दैट वर्क डन विल बी अ काइनेटिक एनर्जी। इट्स लाइक एक मान लो एक कार जा रहा है विथ सम वेलोसिटी v, ठीक है, इसको मैंने रोक दिया, लेट्स से यहाँ पे उसको मैंने रोक दिया। आई हैव परफॉर्म सम वर्क, मैंने कुछ वर्क डन किया। This work done will be exactly equal to the kinetic energy of the car at this point. So the kinetic energy is given as half mv square. Even though there is a derivation in our portion, but in our book, sorry, derivation is given in our book, but it is exclusively not in our portion. ठीक है। एंड सिमिलरली अगर मैं यहाँ पे अगर पोटेंशियल एनर्जी का एक्सप्रेशन निकालू तो आप देखो mg इंटू ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या है, हाइट। सो द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज डिफाइंड एज mgh, ठीक है। सो द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, इससे हमको ये समझ में आया पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज फर्स्ट कन्वर्टेड टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड देन वी आर एबल टू सी द मोशन। और काइनेटिक एनर्जी कैसा फॉर एक्सप्रेशन होता है, हाफ mv स्क्वायर, ठीक है। This is the case when the body is moving and you are able to find the velocity. But there are different types of kinetic energy. That is rotational kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy and translational kinetic energy. Rotational kinetic energy, by virtue of the name, you can say that when the object is rotating about a fixed axis, we call it rotational kinetic energy. This can be assumed as a top that is moving. Yeah, like a merry-go-round, you are moving around. ठीक है। Vibrational kinetic energy is like when two objects or one object, the spring, is vibrating. The energy acquired in the state of vibration, that is also called kinetic energy, that is vibrational kinetic energy. Okay, then we have translational kinetic energy. When a body is having a translational motion means a motion which has some finite velocity and moving in a direction, ठीक है, that is called translational velocity. For example, a moving car, ठीक है। There are combinations also. For example, if I take a chemical compound, let's say O2 molecule, oxygen gas. O2 कैसा होता है, O डबल बॉन्ड O, ठीक है। You realize ये किस किस टाइप से काइनेटिक एनर्जी possess कर सकता है। First, the two oxygen atoms can come and separate together. They might have a vibration. That is called vibrational kinetic energy, ठीक है। O2 molecule might be moving in the space in the form of a gaseous particle that comes as a translational energy. Also, O2 molecule can also be rotating around an axis. ये axis का around rotate किया कर सकता है. So, it can also have a rotational kinetic energy. There are multiple cases जहाँ पे दो से ज़्यादा type of kinetic energy होता है. When you go into 11th and 12th, जहाँ पे generally हम पढ़ाते हैं, we have a chapter called rigid body dynamics, rotational motion. तो उसके अंदर हम कुछ part of rotational kinetic energy को भी touch करते हैं, where we talk about rotational velocity. चलो, coming back to our point, these are the main types of energy, and in our portion we generally deal with mechanical energy, and mechanical energy हो गया potential plus kinetic. Now, there's another part of the topic that we need to know. we'll have a small brief discussion around it. For example, that is called conversion of energy. Since we know energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, it can only be converted from one form to the other form. This is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is work energy theorem. Work energy theorem says a work can be converted to energy or energy possessed can be converted to work. अब इन दोनों के हम काफी सारे एग्जाम्पल्स लेंगे. मान लीजिए a vehicle is at rest, तो उसके अंदर कौन सी एनर्जी है? ठीक है, we see it has a lot of fuel into it. Which energy does it have? It has a chemical energy. I start the engine. Now what is the conversion of energy? This chemical energy is consumed and the machines and engines have started moving. Mechanical energy have come into place. Apart from it, some sound is also being created. Now I press an accelerator. The car starts moving. Now and take a photograph of a moving car and tell me which energies are converted into which form of energy. So again, अपने पास कौन सा energy पड़ा था? Chemical energy, fuel. That energy is converted to run the engine. Mechanical energy. This along with some sound energy. The car has acquired some velocity, kinetic energy, half mv square. Now this car start moving up the hill. ठीक है? So when it is moving up the hill, the chemical energy is burned to convert into engine ka mechanical energy. Engine is in turn up doing some work to push the car from the bottom of the hillside to the top of the hillside. ठीक है? So now this chemical energy converted to mechanical energy. Now this mechanical energy of engine is doing some work, and this work is converted into either the kinetic energy because the car is moving with some finite velocity, plus potential energy because the car is moving up. It is increasing the height. Now at the top of the hillside, the engine stops and the car comes down. Now you think and tell me, अब engine stop हो गया है, तो अब क्या conversion चल रहा होगा? Which conversion would have been happening? Kinetic energy to potential energy का conversion बता सकते हो आप? It's like top of the hill, the car stops, it goes down. So height कम हो रहा है, तो potential energy decrease कर रहा है. And when the energy is decreasing, the car is acquiring some velocity. So the decreasing energy of potential is converted to increasing energy of kinetic. You see, energy keep on converting from one form to the other form. Generally, we talk about two conversion. Conversion number 1, energy is converted into usable form. Conversion number 2, energy converted into non-usable form. मान लेते हैं, the same car when it was at the top of the mountain start moving down. ठीक है? So potential energy was converted to kinetic energy. Definitely this energy is utilized. So this is the conversion number 1. It is a useful conversion of potential energy to kinetic energy. But there is some amount of energy that is lost, which cannot be used. That is heat energy, and that is loss against friction. There are some energies which can be used and which cannot be used. Every energy when converted from one form to the other form, the efficiency is not 100%. The efficiency is always less than 100% because some part is converted to the useful form and some part is converted to non-useful form. ठीक है? इसको आप एक छोटा सा illustration की तरह समझ सकते हो. मान लेते हैं we have, I'll use another color pen so that इसी के अंदर हम थोड़ा सा scribble करें. मान लेते हैं we have potential energy of 100 joule. ठीक है? When it reached at the bottom of ground, it had kinetic energy of only 80 joules. तो बताओ energy loss कितना हुआ? 20 joule. एक्चुअली वो एनर्जी लॉस्ट नहीं है. This energy is lost from kinetic energy, but it is converted to heat. It is converted to work done against friction. हमेशा याद रहे, the energy lost is not the energy lost. It is the energy which is not used, and it is used in the lower form of energy. This is called energy degradation. What is it called? Energy degradation. When energy degrades itself in the non-useful form, we call energy is degraded. Okay? So again, let's come back. What was our main point? The conversion of energy from one form to the other form. हमेशा energy one form से other form में convert होती है, और energy is converted into work done, and work is converted to energy again. ठीक है? For example, in our car, when the fuel was burnt, it would convert into mechanical energy of the engine, और engine क्या करता था? It would do some work on the car. As a result, the car would acquire kinetic energy or it would acquire potential energy. ठीक है? And we have seen that 100% conversion never happens. There is always some loss of energy or loss of work. But we, as a part of calculation, do the loss of energy, but back end we know that it is not the loss, it is the energy conversion of energy from usable form of potential energy 100 joule to some part of non-usable form of 20 joule in the form of heat or in the form of work. ठीक है? There are more examples of energy conversion. जैसे मैं एक example ले सकता हूँ. मान लेते we have a solar cell. Solar cell पे क्या आएगा? Sunlight will fall upon a solar cell. That sunlight will convert into electricity. So which energy? Solar energy converted to electrical energy. मान लेते I have a windmill. When the wind moves, windmill start moving the turbine. So wind energy is converted to, कहाँ गया अपना wind energy is converted to electrical energy. In a nuclear power plant, the nuclear energy is converted to heat energy. It boils the water and the vapor moves the turbine. Turbine has a mechanical energy and that converts to electrical energy. So the whole process में क्या होता है? Nuclear energy is converted to electrical. कई बार एक दो क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं, they give you a process और आपको पूछा जाता है कौन से स्टेज पे कौन सा एनर्जी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मान लेते हैं we have डैम में पानी गिर रहा है. ठीक है? पानी यहाँ गिरा, यहाँ पे टरबाइन चल रहा है और टरबाइन से एक वायर कनेक्टेड है. आपको पूछा जाएगा दिस इज माय स्टेज 1, दिस इज माय स्टेज 2, दिस इज माय स्टेज 3. आपको पूछा जाएगा विच एनर्जी एग्जिस्ट इन ऑल द 3 स्टेजेस. ऐसे क्वेश्चन को हम कैसे करते हैं? वी फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई कि यार जब फर्स्ट स्टेज पे अपना एनर्जी है तो क्या क्या है. इज द वाटर मूविंग? इट्स नॉट मूविंग, ऑलमोस्ट स्टेशनरी, एंड इट इज एट सम हाइट. सो व्हाट एनर्जी डज इट हैव? It has the energy of potential. So it has how much? It has the energy of potential. So the gravitational potential energy is there. Now this goes down. तो बताओ अब कौन सा एनर्जी आया? The potential energy converted to kinetic energy. हमेशा याद रखना potential energy first converts to kinetic energy, then it is used. This potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. Now this flowing water is moving the turbine. So this kinetic energy, part of the kinetic energy is used to move the turbine and remaining part makes the water flow away. ठीक है? वाटर जाएगा ना कुछ वेलोसिटी से, सो कुछ वेलोसिटी यूज हो गई टरबाइन, कुछ काइनेटिक एनर्जी यूज हो गई टरबाइन मूव करने में, और कुछ काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम होके वाटर को लेके चला गया. नाउ दिस टरबाइन मूव्स, विच एनर्जी इज इट? मैकेनिकल एनर्जी. Now this mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy. So if I talk about the conversion, stage 1 to stage 2, kinetic energy to potential energy to kinetic energy, stage 2 से turbine, kinetic energy to mechanical energy, turbine to 3, mechanical energy to electrical energy. ठीक है? ऐसे कई बार conversion questions पूछ लिए जाते हैं. Let's take the conversion of nuclear energy. So आपको पता होगा in the radioactivity chapter we will see that the nucleus during the radioactive disintegrations emit gamma rays. Gamma rays actually are high energy moving radiations. They heat up the surrounding और surrounding में होता है water. So the water temperature rises up. Now this water gets boiled. Water vapor at a high pressure moves the turbine. So the heat energy is converted to now mechanical energy. Now this moving turbine will again convert it to electricity. The mechanical energy converted to electrical energy. ऐसे ही geothermal में भी हो सकता है. You send the water at the core of the earth. Geothermal में देखो क्या होता है. Earth में you dig deep pipe and you connect it back to the exit. आप यहां से water डालोगे. यहाँ पे at the core of the earth, मतलब इतना नीचे नहीं जाता है, but still it goes significantly deeper, where you find hot regions inside the earth. Like you dig out somewhere near where you have hot temperature near the surface. Okay, the water goes down and due to the high temperature it boils. When the water boils, the vapor expands significantly, but due to the constraint area, vapor could not expand, so the pressure of the vapor increases. So these high pressure vapor comes out and यहाँ पे आप turbine लगा देते हो. So high pressure vapors move the turbine. So again this heat energy converted to mechanical energy, and turbine means mechanical energy to electrical energy. This is all about energy, type of energy and energy conversion. Okay friends, in the next video, which will be purely numericals, we'll be talking about conversion of various forms of energy including efficiency. Thank you so much.